Hello there, hope you can hear me. It's Josh here from Racing to Profit. I wanted to flick through what's in front of you. As you can see, what's in my members club and how could it help you? And I want to bring this alive by jumping over to my blog and actually showing you what the members club looks like in terms of when you're logged in, what the access looks like, and how you can engage with the content. As you'll know, if you've got this far, you may have read some of the introduction above. If you're on my Join Members Club page, there's a welcome video at the top of this page as well, if you want to know what I look and sound like and what the kind of overall emphasis and drive is, which is about offering quality and informative information, which hopefully helps you save time, finds more winners and makes more money in the long term, even if you're a recreational punter playing to small stakes. It's about doing something unique, something a bit different, something for everyone, bringing together different strands of content for horse racing enthusiasts, which you can flick through and decide on a day-to-day basis how you want to engage with it, what you use, what you enjoy reading, all wrapped up hopefully and wrapped up and delivered in an entertaining way, and with the Racing to Profit community, which I'll touch on briefly also, a place for racing fans where we can chat, comment, share ideas and everything else, and hopefully in time all become better horse racing punters as well, if we so wish. So this is a place for the racing enthusiasts, and I wanted to flick through as quickly as I can what's in your members club, and just bring to life some of these points. There's expert daily jumps tips from myself, where I focus on jumps races over 2 miles, 7 and further, including write-ups and everything else, and I'll show you an example of that. Unique trainer research and daily stats qualifiers, other daily pointers, notes through the cards if you're off racing, and give me enough time and warning, I will run through a card for you if you're off to the racing, and share that for all other members as well. There's additional posts, my weekly kind of Saturday TV trainers and trends post, and I'll show you an example of that. There's the Racing to Profit community, which I've touched on, and there's two fantastic pieces of bonus content: Gavin Priestley's Big Race Trends and Analysis, and Adam Norman's Pro Punting Notes from the North, which are exquisite, unique. You can't get those anywhere else. So yeah, I'm going to quickly flick through all of that and bring all of these 7 strands, I suppose, to life, so you can see what happens. So if I'm so fortunate you take a trial by clicking one of these options down here, you will be sent a welcome email, which includes your username and password. Your username is your email address, and it includes various other bits and pieces of information as well, all of which you can find within the dashboard. Now I'm jumping over to my blog, which you can see here. You'll be able to log in, of course. This dashboard link is at the top of every daily members post. There's a user guide. You can click there. Very useful, lots of information to flick through, including betting banks and what time different information goes up, and other bits and pieces which you can digest and will help you get the best out of the content within my blog. There's a link to my trainer track profiles jumps 21-22 report, which forms a kind of core of the daily stats content as well. There's some punting pointers for the jumps. You may flick through some useful information there, which may help you attack and analyze any races or horses you wish to. Various other links there to my YouTube channel, a link to change the password if you so wish, and important information on cancelling your subscription if after your trial or during your trial it's not for you. And what I do in my approach isn't for everyone. Those who really enjoy it really do enjoy it, and I'm fortunate enough they stay around for a long time. And I've got a core group of members that have been with me for kind of 3 or 4 years and enjoy the roller coaster ride that is horse racing. And of course, there's details there, my email address, which you can get me on emails or post a comment. And during the week, I like to think I am very responsive to emails. So that's your dashboard. There's the kind of homepage here. Of course, there's all the different blog posts. There's the important thing to say is new blog posts file in. You can click the either home or the blog tab at the top here. And new posts file into the top left hand corner. You can see there the members daily posts. That's where a lot of the the daily, obviously, members content is delivered. Now I want to jump over to an example of a daily members post. So this is an example from the 19th of November 2021, and yes, of course, it's a well picked out example because I tipped some winners, but I just wanted to use it as a good example actually of the overall content and the kind of vibe and what you get access to. So yeah, as explained in the user guide and your welcome email, the blog posts go up in two parts. The members post first goes up the afternoon before the next day's racing, and will include the stats content, which I'll get onto in a moment. But that's the any of the kind of monthly angles that I've researched and we're posting over a course of a season. This can change to other monthly angles. I'm obviously recording this, and this is in November. And that will move to December angles, January, February, and so forth, and maybe some other angles as well. There's a few jockey angles on my chuck-in and track. Then there's a trainer track profile, so all the qualifiers against the systems within that report. I post those up every day as well. And like I said, the stats content goes up the afternoon before racing. Which is important because some of you and many of my members like using such content as a kind of starting point and a way in, and that gives you plenty of time to flick through them if you so wish, and other updates as well. The tips, they go up at 9 a.m. every day. Either the tips go up at 9 a.m. or a note saying no tips today for whatever reason. Like I said, I specialise and I focus in jumps races over 2 miles 7 and further, mainly chases, but the odd hurdle race and others as well. Mainly class 3, but the odd class 4, or class 3 and above, I should say, and the odd class 4. So these went up at 9 a.m. on Friday, the 19th of November. I record results to the advised price, which is generally available. I track the price for kind of 15 minutes after posting to make sure it's available at kind of 3-4 of the main bookmakers. And some of my members will bet to Betfair starting price. Many people still have best odds guaranteed accounts, of course, but I know not everyone does. But you will see here 3 tips here. Cracking find. Ran okay, but didn't quite see it out. I thought it was worth chancing that he would stay, but he was outstayed by a couple of others. Thankfully, soon after that, Venetia Williams chipped in with her second winner on the Ascot Carb Cat Lily, who drifted to 6.5 to 1, and then Mr. Washington topped things off at Chepstow, a 3-mile handicap hurdle, advised at 8 to 1, generally drifted to 14 to 1, and just got up by a short head, I think, thankfully, under a very good ride. So the tips get posted there. If you're short on time or you have no interest in using any of the other daily content to help you find your own winners, or to help as part of that process, or you're not interested in any of the stat stuff or members' comments or anything else, or indeed my write-ups, you can of course just read the tips, back them, leave them, and that's that. So kind of your normal typical tipping service, I suppose. There's some tips, do what you want with them. Most of them are all 1 point win. A point to you might be £2, it might be £5, it might be £10, but 1 point win, and hopefully that's self-explanatory. The November angles go down here. So Venetia Williams has been a kind of staple dish of the blog for the last 3 or 4 years at this time of year, and she looks like she's going to have another profitable November. She had a double on this day on the Friday, Pink Legend winning as well at 9 to 1. So for those who like micro systems and micro angles, they offer another way in to profit from this great game as well. You get the qualifiers against my trainer track profiles report. These little H1s and G numbers that I use horse race base ratings and GG speed ratings just to add some context and more information, and they're explained within the user guide and the punting pointers, which I touched on earlier in the dashboard. That's just added information if you like using these stats qualifiers to have more confidence or to home in. As you can see, the 2 here, Venetia's Williams, were both top rated in their races within horse race base. You can see Favois was top rated as well, and so on. So you can use those to shortlist or home in if you so want. like I explain within the welcome email and indeed the Trainer Track Profiles report, this is new research for this year. I'm hopeful they'll do okay backing systematically over the course of the season. The win and play strike rate is decent, and it won't take many good price winners to put that into profit. But if nothing else, it's a list of qualifiers against trainer angles for the track on that day's course, which you can use as a weigh-in and starting point to look at. So a useful kind of short list of horses if you're short on time, or sometimes you don't know where to look because there's so much racing. You can use these stats qualifiers as a way in, and then obviously, flick through and see if you have any added confidence or they tick your own analytical boxes and you may wish to back them. You then get other and updates and various other bits in section 4 down here, including the write-ups for my tips. So if there's any new posts elsewhere on the blog, I flag them in this section, so you can just click the kind of read here links. That saves you jumping about. Everything which you have access to as a member will be flagged within the daily members posts, or the members daily posts, and down in this section 4 here. I track my losing tips on their next start, because some of them I can go kind of 1, 2, 3 runs too early, but I just track them in case I've gone 1 run too early. Mance Raider nearly won this race at Catterick, not beaten far. That's just, again, added information to use as you want. Adam Norman's notes, which I'll touch on in a moment. Every week I post his updates from Notes from the North. He goes racing 2 to 4 times a week with his pro punting expert paddock eye, and provides a load of notes. And each day, and these get put up the afternoon before the next day's racing, I flag any horses that he's previously noted along with the note, so you can read these, and a lot of my members have really enjoyed reading through these. Again, this is another starting point away, and you may have no interest in stats, you may have more interest in some of these paddock notes and what kind of things Adam has picked out, and you can read through, and again, you might have an interest or have an idea of how you want to use them or read them, and they might help point you towards a winning or each way bet or whatever. So you can flick through those every day, and they have found and highlighted plenty of winners. And again, another useful starting point. I then add the write-up to my tips. I don't like these first 4 sections up here being overly complex. It's quite straightforward. You can see a tip, back it or not. And if you're interested on my write-ups, you can skip to the bottom of the page, and the same there's a list of the stats qualifiers. Adam's stuff's there, and then you get a full write-up and reasoning for each of my tips. Includes information, my thoughts on other horses, the main dangers possibly. I always touch on the pace setup, who I think is going to lead, where I think my horse is going to be. Again, that was the Mr. Washington race as well. Reasoning there for why I liked him. Normally touching on the trainer, jockey, course, the horse's profile, unexposed, pace setup, if I think they're well handicapped, the overall level of their form, and so on and so forth. And again, pace-wise as well. So that kind of gets complete at kind of 9 a.m. when the tips go up, and you have all of that, all the stats, content, and Adam's notes posted the afternoon before, giving you plenty of time, if you so wish, to dip through. It's about offering you choice, which doesn't suit some people. But if you don't like choice and you just want to follow tips, obviously you can just do that. But if you like engaging, if you like making your own decisions, or also picking out your own winners, or you like stats qualifiers, anything else, there is everything you need in one place within these daily posts in which to get the most out of what is the best game in the world and the best sport in the world, that of horse racing. And there's everything there to help save you time, to help give you some focus and quality informative information to help in your battle against the bookies. We then move down to, I should say, part of the trial is about reading through these posts every day, and working out which bits you might enjoy more so than others, which bits you may use as part of your punting puzzle, and so on and so forth. Then we get the community in the comments. There's 30 comments on this day. There's always plenty of people with ideas, doing different bits and pieces. Rick's running a new idea, some software selections. There's a bit of chat about that. Martin's a regular with some fun lucky 15s and other bits and pieces. Martin Colwell will post some of his own thoughts and tips and reasoning. You can flick through. Jerry likes stats and different angles. John likes his times, especially all weather on the flat and looking at 2-year-old races. There's lots of celebrations when winners go in, which is always good fun. Yeah, there's obviously some delighted members there and some chat after those horses, those 2 winners above, flew in. So that was all good fun. There was various other different chat on different other bits and pieces as well. So yeah, that's all great. So that kind of gives you the best idea of the daily members posts. There's additional information and trends and posts, as I touched on. There's Gavin Preece's winter trends. So this was the Betfair Chase Day, all the big race weekends leading up to Christmas, and then there's the trial meetings after Christmas, then Aintree and Cheltenham as well. Full coverage. This content's worth about 100 quid over the season. I've licensed it off Gavin, so it's accessible to my members, which hopefully if you click a button below this video, you'll take a trial and you'll become one of those. And yeah, you can see there's various different, he covers races, and it's just, again, added information. If you like big races, if you like the weekend TV races, festivals, this kind of content will help. So you get to, yeah, there's some various different trends and stats pointers as well. Gavin puts up his own selection as well, so I post the kind of the notes and the trends on the Wednesday. His selections and tips can follow on the Thursday or the Friday for Saturday's racing. Again, I update these posts. I then keep you informed within the daily members posts. But some people like reading through his stuff here. He tipped Jersey Bean. I'm tracking results to 1 point win Betfair SP. Jersey Bean went in about 24-1 Betfair SP, so you can see some of the pointers there and Gavin's reasoning, so on and so forth down here. Then you get access to if there's any trends work for the different races. So this was Gavin's report, and the main one here was the Betfair Chase. So you get various different information and trends pointers and trainer records for the different main races covered as well. So loads of great stuff for you to flick through if you so wish, that you might find an enjoyable, informative read to help you in that quest against the bookies. So that's kind of big races covered as well, and the festivals as we hurtle through the main jump season. Then there's a more unique daily, weekly notes, I should say, from Adam Norman, who's a pro punter, who mainly punts within the north of England. And yeah, he'll go racing 2 to 4 times a week and provide excellent notes, as you can see here, about conformation, size, looking ahead to the future. You can add them to trackers. You can pick out which horses you might want to keep an eye on in the short term, in the long term. It really is quality information. And there was 3 meetings this week. We've got Haydock here from the Saturday as well, and there was loads of great stuff within this Haydock card and some of the chasers. Including, you know, who looks fit, who doesn't look fit, who looks a chaser, who doesn't look chaser. Loads of great stuff. So again, that's a very unique, well, this is certainly unique to Racing to Profit and Your Members Club. Adam's notes, which you can't find anywhere else, and I don't think you find content like this in many other ways. And you know, you could just become an expert in these notes and tracking them. Like I said, I flag them each day as well. So you've got that content there. What else do I want to flag? And the kind of final posts you get access to, so kind of 3 additional posts. There's Adam's notes, which go up on a Monday and Tuesday. There's Gavin's trend stuff, which goes up from a Wednesday through to Friday. And then there's my own ITV trends and trainer pointers. I tend to focus on a couple of the main handicaps if they exist. On a Saturday, I have my own unique trends approach. This was the one from the Paddy Power Gold Cup. The different angles that I picked out using the approach I do using the Excellent Horse Race Base. There's those kind of profiles. There's information on the trainers. I then apply the trends. I create the short list, and as you can see here, this is another well picked out example, I suppose, but you can see how Midnight Shadow, who won the Paddy Power Gold Cup, appeared on various different shortlists, as did a load of place horses. Laylor flew home. Galahad Quest was in the top 5-6, I believe. and there's a longer list there. So again, you can pick through this and work out how you wish to use this information and everything else. There's then ITV trainer pointers. So for each race live on ITV, I highlight horses representing trainers who have previously won the race. Again, with any of these little ratings flags, the H and the G, and you can use these to help you pick out winners as well. Third time lucky one, Sporting John. Hobbs had won the 250 before. And so on and so forth. Gowell Road, I believe, won as well. Twister, Nigel Twister-Davies had won that race before also. So again, if you like playing the ITV7 or you just like attacking ITV races on a Saturday, there's loads of stuff within these posts and Gavin's to help you within that quest and that focus. And, you know, that is all the main content. Like I said, there's also the community to touch on, which is a bit I'm proud of because I've got loads of people who like commenting. This was just an example from another day. There was loads of chat about, well, this time there was chat about jockeys and Sean Bowen, and that made me do the Sean Bowen research piece, which some of you may have watched. There's the free reports and systems tab here, which you can find loads of information about that. Loads of other chat, people talking about different jockeys they liked, different experiments, different tips. Different views. Adam put up a few here. You know, Adam's the pro punter. He was off racing. He put up a few using some of his notes that he liked. Foylian, he highlighted here as his best bet of the day, and he won at about 6.5 to 1 fairly comfortably at Catterick. So, you know, there's loads of information you can flick through, absorb, use as you please. That is the aim and the point. You can focus on whatever little bits you want, all within the blog, all delivered via the blog. You've got access to all of these daily members posts, Adam's posts, Gavin's posts, the Saturday ITV Trends and Trainer Pointers posts. So that's it. That's the core and that's the focus of your members club, all wrapped up and pointed to within the members daily posts. Like I said, as I wrap up now, this video, I hope that has brought to life what the members club is and the information involved, all there delivered, quality, informative information, stats, trends, tips, write-ups which you may read how I analyze races. That might help you pick up a few things, might help you and I both become better punters, is the aim over time. I try and make it entertaining, light-hearted. There's videos as well. There's all sorts really, as you can see, but the best way to explore all of that even further is to take a trial, which you can do below this video. You know, you get a few weeks to dip in, to see if it's for you, to taste it, to kind of road test it, I should say, and yeah, to dive in, test drive, and to see if my members club can add to your enjoyment and profitability of horse racing, all with a enthusiastic bunch of fellow members and lots of chat and comments and a great community of which you can become part of. So if any of that sounds exciting, if saving time, having more focus, if quality information, all there to help you find more winners and ultimately help us all win some more money in the long term, to small stakes, if any of that is exciting or interests you, if any of that content looks like it may add to your enjoyment of horse racing, then click the link below this video and take your trial, and hopefully within the next month or so you'll get a feel for what happens and you'll give yourself the best opportunity to decide if my members club and content can help you profit and enjoy horse racing in the long term. You've got nothing to lose, nothing to miss out on by taking a trial, but I don't want you to miss out. So do click the button below this video and take a deeper dive into the members club and into the inside, and hopefully we will all see you soon and you'll become a part of the Racing to Profit community. And hopefully you enjoy what you find, and if I do my job, if I work as hard as I usually do, and if I do my best to provide the content I do, it will help you and help us all in the long term beat the bookies. So with that said, hopefully, yes, see you on the inside soon for a trial. Thanks for watching. I hope this video has been informative and has brought to life my members club. And until the next time, this is Josh saying thanks for watching and see you on the inside very soon.